Good morning, y'all, and happy Friday. Now, y'all, let me just start out by saying that after I had already went live, my microphone wasn't hooked up. So I hope my audio is connected and it's connected properly and you guys can hear me. Okay. Thank you for the heart going up. I'm assuming that the audio is okay. I'm assuming that the audio is okay. Um, I wanted to start this live out, y'all, because it's kind of serious what I want to talk to y'all about. And y'all know I'm gonna have I'm going to I'm literally be covering something else for a little bit. I'll be covering something else because I got something going on behind the scenes that I'm not gonna put y'all up on until it's time to put y'all up on. Now, the first thing I want to say is this. Happy Friday. I want to say happy Friday to everybody. Bye, Nora. You're already starting to some Goodbye. Now you sit in the bushes and you listen because you probably one of those people that I am literally talking about. Okay? So you pay attention, get your notebook because you might need that. Now, for the rest of you guys that's listening, I first off want to say this. Anybody notice how Flatfoot done pipe down? Mm. Anybody notice how Flatfoot old red shoes over there? Huh? The throat done closed up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Y'all notice how they made that maggot pipe down? Yeah. You notice that she did not. Mm. She didn't address me. She didn't address me. Okay? And you know why? Because of the projection. She didn't address me because the things that I was saying was real, raw, and uncut. They were so real that I stepped on them flat, short, gnawed off toes. I stepped on them feet. I did. And let me tell y'all some things that it struck me. Some things struck me when I listened. Okay. First of all, she kept sipping something. Okay, she all drunk, sitting over there. Y'all know how I told you yesterday that yeah, honey, you're trying to hide it, but I can tell you over there sipping on some beer in the morning or some bootleggers or something. Okay, and then I kept hearing the lighter flicking. I kept hearing that lighter flicking, so that lets me know. That lets me know, y'all. Okay, now y'all, let me break some things down to y'all, right? Okay. See, first of all, that live that she did yesterday, it was 4 hours long. And that struck me. That struck me as like, huh? I'm like Luna now. I'm like Nora, whatever her damn name was. I'm like her. I said 4 hours. Over 4 hours, girl, and you mean to tell me that's all you talking about? In the 4 hours, y'all know the bitch didn't even get up to go pee. She didn't even get up to go pee. Okay. Now I'm just saying, y'all, some things that when I heard, okay, I mean 4 hours is a long time. And y'all know Brazzy got things going on. I can't give her 4 hours. No. I can't do that. Okay. I heard enough though. And what I heard enough of is some of the things that she was saying. It struck me as projection. It struck me as deflection. It struck me, okay, it struck me as comical. Okay. That's a whole clown sitting over there. That's a whole clown with a platform. She is literally repping Barnum and Bailey, the circus. Yeah, she repping for them. Okay. Because you taking you taking people's pain and you trying to use your platform, okay, and make all hundreds of people engage in the same type of, how she say, how she say, what's that word she like to use? Wayward. You want hundreds of people to engage in that wayward ass damn cyberbullying, and that wayward ass. I mean, if you ask me, y'all, it's cyberbullying, right? And it is wayward. I mean, I don't care how you look at it, it is wayward, right? So y'all, she was talking about, oh, yeah, see, I think she an emotional eater. You contradicted yourself. You know that, right? You know you contradicted yourself when you said that. You think that Marissa is an emotional eater. Bitch, what are you? What are you? What? Please tell the people what you are. Mm-hmm. Did she? Oh, I ain't I ain't a snacker. I ain't a snacker. Just sitting up telling all kind of lies, y'all. She say that she not an eater cause, when I be on live, I don't eat nothing all day. Girl, you don't even get up to take a damn piss break. Y'all know I'm forever, honey. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. Hold up. And so it's giving, okay, the aura that it's giving off that you sitting over there on towels too, just like her mom down in Florida sitting on them towels and pissing on live. Yeah, it's giving that you wear peppers, boo. It's giving that you might. You might got some liners down there and you're pissing on them. Let's just be real about it, right? Who y'all stick around, y'all come on in the house, honey, because this commentary right here, oh yeah, y'all see the title and the thumbnail. And this is a conversation. This is a discussion that needs to be had. It needs to be had, sweetheart. And I'm opening up, y'all, with my small talk like I do. Like I am known for my small talk, right? So she continues on. And y'all say, yeah, she buy processed pancakes in a bit. Girl, if you don't sit your Harriet Tubman looking ass down somewhere, people buy processed pancakes, okay, in a bag, chicken nuggets, microwave meals, and anything else that they might buy. And not for the reason that you trying to make it like. You trying to make it out like, people just dumb. They don't know how to cook. They don't got, they don't got it in them. Girl, Girl, if you don't stop, sweetheart, please. People buy that stuff for the convenience. You is so dumb. You is so dumb, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, it's giving, okay, that the dumbness, okay, the lack of education that she has is given that, she's projecting. She's taking all of her pain, okay, and she's projecting it off onto her mind. She's projecting it off onto vibing with real time. She's taking that her pain and she's projecting it off onto them. What she say? What you say, Flatfoot? Say you a granny. You make McDonald's at home. Girl, if you don't get up out of here and stop lying, I noticed that you did not say nothing about them kids. You remember back in the day when them kids would be hollering because your nasty ass wouldn't get up off that couch and fix them nothing to eat. You remember the little girl in the background? I'm hungry. You remember that? Because I remember like it was yesterday, right? So then she went, y'all, I be looking at this girl, y'all. I be looking at her. Wait a minute, huh? You be looking at her. You be watching her grocery house. This is what she said, y'all. These are words. I be looking at her so-called grocery house, and I be like, she can't even fucking cook. Girl, you is too old for that. You is too old for that. To be literally, y'all. Okay? You sitting up watching her, that girl with the long, pretty, thick, blonde hair, with the nice body that you want everybody. Yeah, she look just like a boy. She look just like a little boy. Well, because she's skinny. Because she don't got all that extra flab hanging off. You know how you and her mom like to pick at people. How you and her mom, yeah, let me see some no meat. I don't want to see no meat. Well, there you go. There go one. Right there. You don't see no meat hanging off her body, no extra flab. And the girl was in the gym. Now, would you like to tell everybody when the last time you been to somebody's fucking gym, bitch? Please. How would you like to tell everybody that? Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, say, This, y'all, she was talking to a commenter, right? So a commenter came in, said this, said something. Okay, and I don't be participating. I'm gonna tell you, but I be listening. Just in case, I be listening, telling a damn lie. Girl, you know you do not be in no damn bushes. You don't even be in that comment. That whoever that's supporting you, you don't even be listening to their lives. You do not be in there. Cause number one, baby, when Braxton come up in your life, like I done came in yours, bitch. Tell the people that, huh? I done came in yours. Remember? And people want to tell, yeah, somebody check to see if that's the real her. Huh? They ain't have to check, cause I'm gonna make myself known, honey. When the friends don't come up in the chat, I'm gonna make myself known. You better ask somebody, okay? So I'm just saying, y'all, she was lying. So then she ain't nobody buy that. Ain't nobody buy that book. Girl, you wouldn't have even told the people that you bought it if I hadn't said something yesterday. I put it out there. You told everybody yesterday when I was literally doing my live. Y'all, and see, I'm going to be doing a full review, a full breakdown on the ebook. And I said, what the fuck for? You sit up for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damn hours, and you was literally dragging that girl from the rooter to the tutor. Made that girl strike you down. I'm talking about strike you down like she was damn working for Jesus. Okay? She struck your ass down to the point where you had to remove all your videos that you had for years. Remember I told you yesterday, you were so complacent because ain't nobody ever buck back to your ass. Ain't nobody ever buck back. Because you one of those people that use your mouthpiece to intimidate other people. You're not going to do nothing. You ain't going to bust a grape in a fruit fight, bitch. And you know it. Y'all, honey, I'm just saying, y'all come on in, honey. Come on in, come on in, come on in. And happy Friday again to all y'all. Y'all. So I'm listening. I'm like, oh, yeah, you didn't touch on anything that I said, because everything that I said in my live, guys, if you was in there, or if you caught the replay, or whatever the case may be, everything that I said, it was correct. She couldn't address it, right? But one thing that popped out that I did notice that she addressed the intel. Y'all remember in that live that I made the day before yesterday, I addressed the intel that the flat-footed maggot claimed that she had. Now, in her live that she did yesterday, she said that the another channel had the intel. No. Don't switch it up now. Don't backpedal now, bitch. Now that Brassy done bought it and brought it to the light, put it out there for everybody. You said you had the intel. Remember? We're going to look you up. And I had to tell you, go ahead, babe. You want me to help you? Want me to help you look me up? And I helped her look me up. I told her how she could find me. The first place to start is Google. I let the motherfucker know. The first place you can start is Google. I bet you ain't going to find nothing that you can come and talk about that would make me look like you trying to make Marissa look. That would make me look like you trying to make her mom look. I'm just saying, y'all. She back on the A train. So yesterday, y'all, she climbed that ass back up on the A train, right? Started talking about her. Because if you guys don't know, she gets no views. Okay, the crime and justice don't get no views. The anytime she done tried to talk about Lil Wayne's daughter, she didn't get no views. She ain't have no choice but to come back, okay, and get on the bandwagon and try to talk about her mom. Okay, and it's the truth. It is the truth, baby. I'm telling you, when I came walking through the woods, babe, and I seen who is this lady? Everybody talk about this, like, what? So boom, I did what I do best. Yeah, I did my own research. And the angle that I came at it with was Kenneth Stone. Boom. And I had to tell you, hoes, babe, you're doing it all wrong. This is where you need to start, right here. This is right here is going to really what is going to make your entire commentation, whatever you talking about, it's going to make the whole thing And that's where the hatred, the envy, that's where all of that started, y'all, right? So I fast forwarded, okay, because y'all know how she do. You just got struck, motherfucker. You just got struck for playing her mom's content, playing her whole entire video. And y'all, do you know that at 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 51 seconds, she came out her mouth. She came out her mouth and said it. And it's the entire video. Say what? I'm just saying. Say what? Say that's the entire, that's her mom's entire video. Baby, you know you in violation right there. And some of y'all that can't stand her, that know she been cyberbullying for years, some of y'all screen recorded that part right there. Right there. Right there. And all you got to do after you report it is send it to Team YouTube over there on X. That's right. Over there on X. Period. Point blank. That's a violation. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Now that's a tip for any of y'all upcoming commentators. Y'all want to start your channel and stuff. Just know that you don't play nobody's full video, their full content. Okay. And then you have some type of educational value on top of it. Now, this is what this conversation that I want to have with y'all. Hey, Casey, good morning, sweetie. Happy Friday. This is what I want to talk to y'all about, okay? Even though I just told y'all, no, you don't play somebody's full content, they full video, Anna said, okay, that's right, Anna. Remember that. Remember that. That's the first thing that you need to know. And make sure that you subscribe and stay tuned because, baby, honey, like I told y'all yesterday, it's some things about to change. I'm working on a lot behind the scenes, okay? And we will be talking. And tune in over at TikTok. If you don't have a TikTok account, I encourage you to get one because there will be tips dropped. Okay, you want to start you a YouTube channel and you want it to thrive. You want to quickly get monetized. Tune in. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how to do it. I'm gonna give y'all some tips on how to do it and some things that you need to know that would keep you in good standing. Okay, you won't have to be run. How her mom call it the rat race. Her mom call it the rat race just because she won't work. Don't like giving her money to nobody to stay, okay? Don't like paying bills. Don't like paying rent, car payments, insurance. She don't like to live like a regular person, so she will reframe it and call it the rat race. Y'all see what I'm saying? People that get up, go to work, whatever they do after day, because she don't do that, she'll call it the rat race. Okay, bitch. Yeah, call it what you want to call it. We call it normal. We call it normal living. We don't call it living over there up under that boulder that you've been up under for years. Okay? But y'all stay tuned because this ain't about her mom. No. You seen the title. This is not about her mom. This ain't to her mom. Well, it can be to you, her mom, because you too. You's an old lady too. You's an old senior citizen, gone the fuck wild too. Gone crazy out here. Y'all old biddies, boy, I tell you. This for y'all though, okay? It's especially for TH, red shoes, old flatfoot. It's especially for you, girl. Especially, I'm shutting it down. Y'all ain't noticing that. I'm shutting it down. You can come out here. Yeah. She don't want. I ain't saying nothing to. I know you ain't. But you had everything to say to everybody else. You had everything to see. See, you one of them big bullies. You is one of those bullies that will pick on somebody that you think is more weaker. You think that they are the weakest link. But soon as somebody's strong, somebody that might be, oh yeah, because I'm definitely smaller than you. Definitely smaller. But I can tell you right now, baby, this spine is straight up steel. Ain't nothing flexible about my doggone spine. Nothing. You can't bend this. Okay? You can't bend this. Y'all, stay tuned and keep listening, y'all. So, I think, Herman, you listening? You know you can strike her again. You can strike her again. She played your whole video. She played your entire video. And like I said, at 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 51 seconds, she said out her mouth, this the whole video. See, boy, I'm telling y'all, she got it, boy. She got it. She's one of those people that thinks that they are untouchable. You know how you might have, for example, you might have a kingpin. They ain't been busted. They ain't been popped. They ain't got them. They just don't know they're building a case. They're taking pictures, they getting statements, they doing all of what they doing, right? And they letting you think that you untouchable for now. And then boom, here it comes. Here comes the indictment. Here comes everything. And that's what takes them down in the end. They thought they'd be, they really thought that they'd be untouchable, and it'd be the money, the fast money, it'd be the greed, all of that. It blinds them. They can't see through the smoke screen, right? Anyway, y'all. So my message is to Herman, baby, yeah, strike again. Strike. See, I don't have to say you struck me. No, just your name was down on them 4 strikes. Just your name was down. I told you way last summer, baby, they used you. They made you think that they was your friend, okay? And they was talking junk, sugar honey iced tea about the brass, okay? They was talking about me, and that made you think that y'all was besties, right? And that's why they got you to put your name on the strikes, the 4 false strikes, so that if anything happened, it could literally go back to you. Go back to you. They'll be in the background. But all the same, remember I told you, you reap what you sow. Y'all reaping what you sow. Okay? Period, point blank. Anyway, if y'all wasn't there for that, y'all missed that. But them videos are still over there. All the information is still over there, right in my channel. Ain't nothing been erased. Period. So y'all, let me tell y'all. She done had her mind striker. She had vibing in real time. She done struck her. Now this is all in the same month. Y'all see how the correlation is. Y'all see how they did the 4 false strikes on me. And I got 4 in less than 2 weeks' time in the same month. Do you see now? They're getting struck. She, Flatfoot, she getting struck. East, west, south, north. They just keep striking her, right? Y'all see how it's the same thing. See how karma do? The same thing. You read what you sow, the same thing will come right back to you. And that was way last summer, y'all. That was almost a year ago, right? Karma, it don't have a date. You would think that you're doing so good and you is up so high, and then boom, karma is knocking at your door. Okay? Period. You want to see me, baby? Well, honey, boo. Go ahead out of this live. Make sure you thumb it up. And then go over to my post tab. You can see me right there in real time. They're very recent. They're not from 20 years ago. They ain't from last year. No, they very recent. And then on top of that, babe, go if you don't have TikTok, download that app. Put that on your phone. You can go to TikTok. I am at Brazzy Beauty. Beauty without the Y. It's Beauty, Beautii. 2 eyes. That's me. You girl, honey, you'll see me. Okay? Period. Now, y'all, let me go on. Okay? Let me go on and tell y'all. So, with them striking her, right? I'm confused, y'all. I'm really confused because to me, I think when she say, "Oh yeah, y'all know people just too fucking delusional," but and that voice, girl, you got a deep voice. You could tell. Boy, when I said I heard that lighter just flicking, honey, you over there smoking crack and swearing up and down this Herman doing it. Is you over there smoking too? Because I kept hearing that lighter, like, damn. I kept hearing that lighter, and I kept hearing that throat, that big old throat, that big pipe throat, just to swallow it. And I say, no, because you ain't mentioned coffee, babe. Plus it was 5:30. So what you was doing? You was over there getting a little liquid courage, liquid courage to make you go on your cyberbullying rants. Well, that liquid courage is what's gonna get your motherfucking ass booted right up off this platform, just like natural chat. Watch. I said it, and watch it happen. God do not play. Okay, God don't play by his kids. And while people might be going through whatever it is that they going through, who are you to turn their pain and their tears or whatever into your commentary, into your cyberbullying, into your rants, into your mass destruction, right? Your mass destruction, because that's what you're doing. Like literally, even Herman. When Herman sat on that bed over there, y'all, this was on the channel that they took, girl. When her mom sat on that bed and she said that, yeah, honey, she thinks she was having a mental breakdown. Y'all know she wasn't talking about me. She wasn't talking about me. She was talking about TH. She been doing it for years. TH. Tell the people, girl, you know she was talking about you. Her mom was talking about you. But guess what? Just like Natural Chat said, see, if her mom knew she was having a mental breakdown, she would have struck your ass then. But guess what? I'm in full agreement with Natural Chat. Her mom didn't know how. She didn't know how to strike somebody. See, what you thought you ran a play. You thought you ran a play. Y'all hyenas teamed up and y'all did the work. Y'all befriended her. Yeah. Boop. Now, which one of the angels, which one of the disciples done intercepted the play? And dropped the full storyline on brass. Yeah, dropped it right on me. Y'all, what? I mean, I done told y'all from the rooter to the tutor how it happened, the day it happened, everything. Herman, you know I ain't lying. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, y'all, she gonna say, yeah, you know, got people too delusional. You know, they just too delusional for their own motherfucking good. Bitch, you are too. You are too. And you know what really makes it sad? You know what really makes it sad? Simple. You simple Simon us. Huh? You know what really makes it sad? The fact that you are over 40. That's what really makes it sad. And you taking your delusion and you projecting that shit on Marissa. That's what really makes it sad. You is a big ass bully. Yes, you are. You are. You a big bully. Honey. Y'all, so let me go on, right? So y'all, Herman, I'm talking to you. It's in the help menu. The help menu don't lie. You ain't gonna get in trouble. Find out how to strike her again. Tag vibing with real time if you need some tips. Tag me. You know the email. Hit me up. Yeah, hit me up. I'm just saying. Okay? Because that's what she did, y'all. Now, y'all, let's get on into this commentary, right? So I can get up out of here. Y'all know the vibe, though. Y'all got y'all hot coffee. Because I sure got mine. You hear it? It ain't no beer. And it ain't no bootlegger. At 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. That old Flatfoot, she right up in here. You hear me, girl? Keep listening. Because this is straight up to you. And I'm for real, for real. So, y'all, what I really want y'all to pay attention to, friend zoners, is this. You got people, especially like TH, right? And she's known for bullying. She's known for, I said it yesterday. It's no secret. You know what I'm saying? It's no secret because it came out her mouth. That's where I got it from. You know, she do receive a check for her back. Okay, she down there, she telling them people that she can't walk and shit. You know what I'm saying? But while she down there telling them that her back hurt and she got to pop this pill, she take goody powders and all kind of NSAIDs and shit. She not telling them that, oh yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I got 4, 5 of them. One Crime and Justice. One is the All Breaks. One is what's this? Hurts. Yeah, when people think they telling the truth. Yeah, she not telling them about that income, right? Oh yeah, I got to tell y'all too. You know, when you want to report fraud, you know how people be thinking they're getting over on the IRS and they're not reporting this and that. Yeah, you know, it's a way you can do it right from the comfort of your home. You can do it from your computer. You can do it from your phone. Whoo! I'm just saying. We will go over that, y'all. We'll go over that, okay? In fact, I already dropped the details on a previous live, and it was in the description box. Oh, yeah, the links and everything, honey. I helped y'all out. You hear me? But let me tell you, honey, let me tell you. So, what really resonated to me, what made me want to come and speak on this is because shout out to Vibing with Real Time. I forgot to tag you, but I will make sure that I tag you in the title. What really made me want to talk to y'all and have a discussion about this is because it's serious. It's serious to me. I am a mother. I have 3 daughters myself, and I also have granddaughters. Okay. I've told you guys about AI, the importance of AI, the importance of, teaching your children about the technology, that's in the past, that's been came out, the technology that's coming out. That is so crazy because it all resonates to that. We on that chapter now. We on that chapter now. That is so crazy. We're talking about technology, right? The growing technology, how technology changes, okay? How it changes. The one thing that I wanted to say is that I think that it is so, so sad. I think it's a damn shame. For lack of a better word, honey, I think it's a damn shame for this doggone woman that ain't gonna never see 30, ain't gonna never see 40 because she over 40. Ain't gonna never see it again. And for her to sit up, yeah, I'm a granny. I'm a granny. I'm a mama. Yeah, I spent $30, $40. No, the fuck you didn't. Your daughter gave you that money and you know it. Be real, girl. Your daughter probably gave you that money for her kids because she know your drinking ass. She know what the fuck is up with you, right? But let me tell y'all women something. Why I think it's so sad. Because in this day and age, it is crucial. Look at the stuff that's going on. I have talked and talked and talked. Look how these YNs, huh? They get a little doggone they crazy. It's almost like the spirits, demonic spirits is walking this earth in human form. Y'all see it right here on YouTube. All you got to do is search it, utilize your search bar, and you'll see it coming up, right? They taking women up out of here. Okay. We just talked about how men want to be women, but they can't reproduce. Okay. So if all the men they gonna be women, who gonna be left to have kids? Right? Getting back to the children. So I let y'all know, huh? You mean to tell me you a woman and you 40 something years old? You got an office. You got an office. And it strokes your boat for real to listen to her. It literally floats your boat to listen to her and this bitch over there telling a whole bunch of damn lies. Let me school her, y'all. Let me school her for a minute, because y'all know how I done been on. I said, ooh, honey, let me bring the real bitches back. Let me take these bitches back. To 1995. And when I say bitches, I ain't talking about all the real women. I ain't talking about the women that might be in the rat race. I ain't talking about the women, honey, that go and get them. They go and get them dogs done. Okay? If they don't go get them done and know how to do it themselves. No, I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the its. Okay? Like Flatfoot over there. Yeah. I'm talking about them. Let me tell y'all why, right? For one, y'all got younger women out here. Those women, they're not lazy. Some of those young women might not even be fast. Some of them might be fast, right? Some of them, they're not irresponsible, y'all. Some of them is irresponsible. But a lot of them are just simply surviving. And they surviving with what they know. They surviving with no guidance, some of them, right? But instead of these old heads, okay, instead of these old heads mentoring them, talking to them, you got some of these old bitches like Flatfoot, Red Shoes, sitting up, humiliating them, sitting up, judging them, sitting up, cyberbullying them, talking about everything bad that they might be going through. And I think that that's a conversation that needs to go down. That conversation needs to happen. Period. Point blank. Because some of these young women, they might, done ran across some little Joe Blow and he manipulating them. You know what I'm saying? He doggone shooting, giving them the game. He's shooting game to him. He ain't giving it to him. Because only the real ninjas give you the game. I'm just saying, right? But when I say that conversation needs to go down, it do. Because if you already 40 plus, then that means that you grown enough You done went through enough. You healed enough, right? To recognize struggle. You know what struggle means. You know exactly what the fuck struggle is. So I mean, struggle comes in many forms. Whether you done lost somebody, you listening, red shoes. Whether you done lost a child, yeah. Whether you done laid up, cocked like a pistol, you done had 5, 6 kids, however many. Okay, you done, you literally done lived life. You done went through so much stuff. So why in the hell, right? You got a whole platform. You got all these people, 100+ women. Mostly all of your audience is women. Why in the hell would you be leading those women, girl? Why would you be leading them women to tear down a young woman? I'm just saying. I mean, y'all get that. Why would you, as an older woman, be leading over 100 women to tear down a young mother with kids? The kids that's around the same age as them grandkids that you talk about. I'm just saying, right? So in this live, y'all, this morning, happy Friday, y'all. Good morning. I got to say that again, okay? We're going to talk about mentorship. We're going to talk about homelessness. We're going to talk about survival mode, emotional projection, those gaps that people is going through now, the generational curses. We're going to talk about life skills that a lot of young women, y'all, a lot of young women, they wasn't taught the shit. They wasn't taught none of that shit that I just doggone listed to y'all. They was not taught that. And I have told y'all why. For one person, it might be different for another person, because just like pregnancies, when you're preggo, no pregnancy is the same. If you got 4 kids, your first, second pregnancy, they was totally different. They was totally different. Every pregnancy was different, right? And that's the same with young people. That's the same. Okay? Everybody's life is different. Let's talk about it. Okay? Because one thing that I done noticed, okay, is that, especially when we talk about TH, when we talk about Red Shoes, she out here, she out here literally talking and laughing, humiliating, you know, and she leading people to do the same thing against one baby. Compared to you, that's a baby. Compared to you, she's a baby. She might be a baby, young woman, laid up, having sex, getting pregnant, popping it out. I mean, plenty do it. Plenty young women do it. Okay? Females get pregnant. Babies having babies. I'm just saying. It happens, right? But I done noticed that when you have a lot of these females, they doing that. At the same time, they still out here, right? They still out here surviving. They still out here maneuvering. They still out here going through this, that, and the third with absolutely no roadmap, with absolutely no guidance, with absolutely nobody holding their hand and telling them the right way to go, giving them the right directions. Hell, for that part, honey, you got people out here like Flatfoot, Red Shoes over there. They judging them, sitting up judging them for 8 and 9 hours, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, right? Instead of asking the whole time. The bitch didn't ask nan question. She didn't ask nan fucking question that would make Marissa listen to her, maybe tap into her. She didn't drop a resource, okay? People that's listening in, all them women ain't from your city. All them women is not from the counties that's surrounding your city. Some of them women is from right there, wherever that girl is. Some of them women is from right there. I'm talking about, so why you got so much big intel? Why the motherfucking intel didn't doggone literally look up some resources that you could drop in your chat? Can I get a hello? I'm just saying, right? It makes sense. Some of them questions she could have asked is, Who taught her? Since you're doing commentary, why you just didn't ask that question? Huh? Why you didn't ask the question of what I mean, what's wrong with her? You might have had a psychologist, a therapist, a doctor. These are questions that somebody else could have answered, that had the knowledge that you clearly don't. That you clearly don't. Okay? Period, right? But I'm going to tell y'all why. Because some people, some women, they just, they stuck on projecting. They stuck on projecting. Okay? They don't want everybody to know, but they are projecting. Okay, and I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that, y'all. Okay, but that's literally what that maggot. Okay, that's what she does. Okay, period, point blank. Um, but when we talk about the younger women that's out here that don't really have direction and stuff, they don't have this mentorship because they was never taught those basic survival skills. Th want to sit up over there and she want to talk about, excuse me, y'all. She want to talk about Marissa's downfalls, the stumbling blocks that's in Marissa's way. She want to talk about how Marissa's so stupid, how Marissa can't she can't cook. How she want to talk about how Marissa she can't this and she can't that, and oh, that bitch this and that bitch that. Girl, bye. Which really, all of what she's saying, y'all, she's literally talking about herself. She's just using Marissa. She's using Marissa as a front. She's talking about herself, y'all. So, like I was saying, when we got some young women like that, and they was not taught those basic skills. They wasn't taught them basic life skills for one reason or another, right? I mean, nobody sat down with them. For real. Nobody sat down with them. And I'm not speaking of Marissa, but a lot of young women that's out here trying to survive and stuff. They didn't have the luxury that other young women might have had. Other young women might have had a better environment, a better stable home. Some women didn't, right? They didn't have a woman in their household to teach them about grocery shopping properly. We can equate that to the movie that I like to bring up. Precious. You see how the environment she lived in? You see when the mama's boyfriend, the stepdaddy, what he did to her? You think that ain't happening for real? Look at the credits in that movie. Huh? Look at the credits. What he say at the end of that movie? This movie is dedicated to all the preciouses of the world. Y'all see I can eat that damn bitch commentary up and then spit it out in her face. Bitch, you talking about you and you know you talking about you. And you know you talking about you. But y'all, let me stay on track, right? Let me stay on track. But a lot of these young women, y'all, they wasn't taught how to cook real meals. They wasn't taught how to what they call it when you break them meals up, meal prep. They wasn't taught that. They wasn't taught how to budget their money, how to even save their money. They wasn't taught about credit unions. They wasn't taught about buying a house early. They wasn't taught that stuff. A lot of people was not taught that, y'all. They wasn't taught how to clean up and how to clean up properly. And that is why you see the chaos. I mean, y'all on Facebook. Come on, y'all. Look at them reels. If you on YouTube, look at the backgrounds of these houses. Look how these people is living now, right? Because nobody taught them, and nobody taught them, and nobody taught them. And that's what you call generational. No, but I'm saying it goes down the way you learn it, right? It goes down generation after generation after generation after generation. Hell, I just put up a whole doggone a clip of Lil Boosie and his daughter Ivy. Okay, I put up a clip and I think that's the damn. I think over two shit 200,000 and something views. I don't know, a whole lot of views. I don't know. Okay, but I'm just saying that's generational. And my caption for that was, damn, it's in the DNA. It's in the DNA. Y'all know it comes out like that, right? Y'all check it out, right? Some people, they was raised in chaos. They was raised seeing, arguing, drinking, drugs. They didn't have any kind of stability, right? They literally, it was okay, when mama go to work, oh, they sleeping with the stepdaddy. Oh, it's okay, the stepdaddy keep their nails done, keep them in the fly outfits and this and that. That's because nobody didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. I'm just saying. All of that stuff matters, y'all. All of that matters, and it's not because you got a young woman, um and this young woman, she putting up to the world. You know what I'm saying? She putting up to the world what she want to be. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't see a thing wrong with that. I mean, I literally had to make that make sense to y'all. That's called, damn, she ain't wasn't doing nothing. She was manifesting her future, manifesting her future, how she wanted her kids to be. Hell, they down now. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just equivalent to window shopping. You ain't got the money to buy that outfit that's in the window, but dang, you already know that outfit will look good on you, but you just can't get it. Window shopping, manifesting. I want to be a millionaire. What's wrong with saying that? Now you broke today, boom. But I want to be a millionaire. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all, right? All of this stuff, y'all, everything that I have talked about up until now, all of this stuff matters. And you know why it matters? Because whatever a person might be going through, and we're talking about young women, okay? We're talking about young women right now. You got young women, y'all and me, over on TikTok. Man, you got chicks, young women, young females living in their cars, you got young women, they're homeless, they going through whatever, and they go live on TikTok and they just talk about it. That's their counseling. That's their therapy. We talked about that yesterday in the live. That is the way, that they are suppressing the embarrassment that they feel. That's the way that they suppressing, they are, some of them, I know you got to be scared. You got to be scared. I was watching a live on TikTok. This girl said her and her little girl, they sleep in her Jeep. And they park up under a bridge because it's darker. Okay. But she said she don't really sleep. She watches over her daughter and stuff. But I mean, she probably falls asleep and then wake up, falls asleep, wake up. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? But they already feeling ashamed. They are feeling confused, abandoned. The girl talked about, she got a mama. She got a mama. The sister stay in another state. But her mama, she did that. Man, ain't no telling how her mama was, okay? Y'all got to tap into TikTok, okay? I can't run down her whole life to y'all, okay? But she feeling overwhelmed. But not only with her, you got a lot of young women who feel like this. I'm just saying. And y'all know what makes it worse? What makes it worse is when you have an older woman that see her struggling. That makes it, oh my God. Hell, y'all can call her a maggot. You was a maggot of a fucking, you was a maggot walking around with a vajayjay. Why you got a vajayjay? And woo, you two, just like Herman, you give women a bad name. That's right. You over 40 and you sitting up, talking about her struggle, humiliating her life instead of mentoring her. Instead of talking about how things can get better, making that girl feel better about herself as a mother, you tearing her down. I'm just saying, to make her, or to make you, okay, it make you feel it make you feel superior, don't it? It make you feel superior. It make you feel like a woman, don't it, girl? Huh? It make you feel good to the bully, don't it? Huh? Y'all know the movie Friday. Debo, he bullied. What happened to Debo? I'm just saying. Okay? It makes some people feel good. Y'all know you got these people that's in authority. Now, it makes them feel good to tell somebody what to do because they was bullied. They was bullied and they couldn't fight. They really couldn't fight back and stuff. And, when they get to the point of they now are in an authoritative figure, whether they are a boss, a supervisor, whatever, okay, they can tell you what to do. That makes them feel superior to people. Okay, pure point blank. I mean, that's just how it goes, y'all. We're not sugarcoating nothing. Y'all know I don't like to, feed y'all fluff. Y'all know I'm not finna sit on my live and do that. Y'all know that, okay? But what I am gonna do is be honest I'm going to be honest about this topic that we're talking about, because you have older women out here. That's what they do for a living. You have older women out here that they literally, they literally work for the county. hmm You know that money that the government sends, that money is for people when they come in and they need help. They might need help with their light bill. They might need help with their rent. They might need help with a deposit. They might need help with this, that, or third. They might need clothes for the kids, whatever, right? You got some older women that they do that. That's what they do. They give bus passes. Yeah. I mean, they sign them up for classes. They, you on your little check. You get your check for your children, but you got to make sure that you go to this class every day. Sign in this and that, all kinds, right? You got therapists. Okay, they make care plans. Yeah, you got social workers that work with them same children. They make IEP plans. It's a lot of different careers that a woman can be in, but it's still at the root of it, they're still a helper. Okay, they're still a helper. A lot of people, y'all, they don't talk. They don't talk about, you know, a bad situation like vibing with real time, her mom, you know. They don't talk about that. You know why they don't? Because it's not in them to. It's not in them to. That's not how they're not set up like that. They're not set up like that. That's why they went to college. That's why they wrote all them papers, them midterms, you know, because they're not set up like that. Some of them, they did that because, a young woman that might be struggling with her kids, it could literally remind them of who they used to be. And now, they giving back. They helping. They see in that young girl with her kids, they see them. They've been there. The poverty, the instability, the bad decisions, the toxic relationships equals bad decisions, the desperation, the tears. Yeah, they see the survival mode that they never got over, that they never healed from. Not fully, that they didn't have anybody to hold their hand to help them out. Because mama, she's still out there and she's still making these badass decisions with her baby with her new boyfriend. She just don't know her new boyfriend. He's a damn pedophile. Come on, we talked about Tyler Perry. I can do bad all by myself. Look at the pedophile in that movie. Behind closed doors, he wasn't no damn. I mean, in your girl face, he wasn't no pedophile. He was only a pedophile behind closed doors. Period. Okay, but do we not talk about it? Over here in the friend zone. Do we not talk about it? Y'all want to sit up? Oh yeah, she over there hollering. She over there hollering. She over there hollering. Bitch, you damn right. Cause I gets my point across. I don't care what you say. I gets my point across, baby. We all knows why. We all knows why the recommendations for my channel might not be going out. The notifications. We know why. Bitch, you know why too. It was because of you. It was because of the banana peel that y'all laid for me to slip on and fall. But since y'all laid that banana peel, when have I not ever showed up? Bitch, I show up every day. If I don't show up, it might be what? 1-2 days. Because I ain't up to par. When I show up, oh, I'm coming. I'm giving it 110%. And this is 110%. Because bitch, I am literally telling you, this is what you need to be doing on your channel, because you's an old fart sitting up. You's an old fart sitting up. And you bullying a kid. You bullying a young mother with children and say you a grandma. Get right, bitch. Get right. Because all you're doing is projecting. Just like I'm talking about those social workers that saw themselves, but you still see yourself. You still see yourself. Except the only thing about you don't want everybody else to see. You don't want everybody else to know, because you're afraid that they might judge you. They might look at you. They might see the real, right? And know that your motherfucking ass been lying for years. You've been telling lies for years. That's why you won't do what the brass is doing. You won't put it down how I'm doing. You rather sit over there and bully and laugh and kiki. So I got to keep bringing up your homie But that's why Natural Chat got booted out of here. I'm just saying. And she ain't get but one strike. What you think gonna happen to you? What you think gonna happen to you? I'm just saying. Did y'all check out the community wall? Huh? Did y'all see that post that I shared that came from at YouTube about the new um the updated terms and conditions? Yeah. Getting people up out of here. I'm just saying. Okay, y'all. Let me move on. Let me move on. Okay, I just want to throw that in there. Encourage y'all. Go check it out and subscribe to this channel if you are not already subscribed. Okay. The beacon link is in the description box. Hit that, y'all. Hit that for other ways to connect. For other ways to connect, to hear other breakdowns just like this. Okay. Sign up for the email list so that you can get notified. You can get updates on what's going on. You can see some behind the scene content and all that. Okay. You see that? Do you see that red shoes, flat feet girl? You see how I doggone can pat myself on the back? You see how I can market myself? I told you, whore. I don't need you to market me. Girl, what? I pop my own shit. I've always popped my own shit, girl. You better get right. I told you I'm a light switch. Okay, I'm a light switch. I know when to turn it on and turn it off, baby. And one thing about it, what you was doing to Marissa, no. I ain't like it. I ain't like it, not one bit. And that's why I can talk about it. Y'all, let's jump back into this commentary right quick, right? So y'all know how I was talking about how the social workers, they might be familiar with the young mother that comes in and she asks for help from that organization that they work at. How they might see themselves in her because, they went through the same stuff, the poverty and the desperation stuff. Okay. Instead of some women like Flatfoot, Red Shoes, instead of them facing their own truth, guess what they do? They attack younger women like Marissa. Because they're the pain, that unresolved pain. Because what y'all don't know is that she haven't. I told y'all yesterday, honey, she ain't even grieved out from her son. She ain't grieved for that. She got y'all thinking that he was oh yeah, he did this. He was a damn deacon, a usher. Child by. Huh? Just like her mom. She had everybody thinking that Sean was this and Sean was that. Sean only got that balloon release. Yeah, but old Carl that's in a wheelchair couldn't even talk. He didn't get nothing. Nothing at all. And y'all know stuff like that. Hold up now. You pump these brakes. She talking about some damn brakes. Girl, this is where the brakes is at over here. Okay? Period. Carl didn't get nothing. And so what did Braz do? I said, y'all, let's give Carl a moment of silence on my live. I'm miles and miles and miles away. But this is what a real woman do, boo-boo. I'm just saying, real woman don't lean over into some pimp's ear and say, I got money. No, babe, no. Don't do it like that. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's why they can't stand me, y'all. Okay, that's why that banana was put down there. I think it was like 3 banana peels. Thought I was gonna know, bitch. Only thing I'm gonna do is skip. I'm gonna skip over them. Like I'm playing hopscotch. I'm gonna skip over them. I told you, girl. Girl, I can still a cartwheel. I can still jump jack, do the London Bridge with the grandbabies and all. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. Right. So anyway, y'all, instead of talking about that pain, you got people like Flatfoot, okay, her maggot ass, they'll laugh about it and they'll make everybody else look. Okay. Y'all know I attributed her. She is equivalent to Jim Jones down there in Ghana. Made all them families and them people drink that red liquid that he told them that it was Kool-Aid. But what did it do? It unalived them. Thousands of people. I'm just saying. Go another truth that you can look up. Start with Google, girl. I'm just saying you can start with Google. Anyway, y'all. Sometimes when you have older women, when you have older maggots, okay, I'm gonna stop saying women because she ain't no woman to me. But when you have an older maggot, okay, like Flat Feet, Red Shoes, TH, people, I'm gonna tell y'all, when you literally have a person like that. Mm-hmm. Other people, they looking at them and, they listening to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't say anything because they're scared. They're scared of what, getting blocked or cussed out or whatever the case may be. But when you have people like that, they just set up and do that to somebody that's young, y'all know, okay? Y'all know they scared for everybody to know about their past, because really and truly, if they already know that inside they can relate. They can relate to that younger woman's struggle. They can relate everything that younger woman went through or is going through. They already been through it. They already been through it. It happened with them too, right? And y'all, they want to hide their truth. They want to hide their truth because some women, they survive difficult years, right? They now 50, they now 55, 60, 65, whatever the case may be. But they survive difficult years by depending on unhealthy relationships, unstable housing, manipulation from these doggone narcissistic ass men, or just say they had to survive out here. They had to get out there, beat them streets. They had to survive. And they never got the chance to heal. They never got the chance to heal. But baby, when they did, when they went back to college, went back to school, they got some continued education credits, however they did it, whatever they did, whatever they did, they healed from it. And they chose to help those that's going, y'all, that is literally going down the same path that they did. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right, I'll get my coffee. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere, y'all. Mm. But y'all, they um they survived those years, right? So when they see a younger woman that's going through that stuff and struggling like that, it'll make them uncomfortable. Okay, it'll make them uncomfortable, especially for, I mean, that don't happen to all women, just for maggots like TH. Okay, it don't happen to all women, because most women, they'll tell a younger woman, what they did to overcome those situations, right? They'll tell them what to do. Well, I did this or I did that. They literally, they mentor them. Okay, and that's what this conversation is about, y'all. It's about being older, right? So, like I was saying, when you got a maggot that's older like TH, right? And they see a younger woman that's struggling, and it makes them think back to when they were struggling. It makes them think back and get mad all over again. See, what TH ain't telling y'all is that from what I'm gathering from her and the way that she puts it out, I'm literally summing up that she mad at the world. She's mad at the world because, I mean, nobody, she too, she might have had her mom and daddy and stuff, right? But ain't nobody really, and no Prince Charming didn't come and swoop up off her feet, them flat ass damn feet. Ain't no run up time what? Ain't no Prince Charming coming along with no damn glass slipper. Hell, he couldn't find one damn wide enough to fit your damn feet. I mean, I'm just saying, right? And so that right there, y'all, that's why that woman gets mad, okay? And she'll start projecting a chapter that she should have buried a long time ago. Other women don't. Y'all, we got two categories, right? We got the let's say we're gonna call them real women. We got the real women and the maggots. Okay. I ain't talking about the real women. I'm talking about the maggots. Okay, I'm talking about the maggots. The maggots, you squish them. Okay, pour some hot water on them. Shit, I don't know what the hell they do. Okay, with maggots, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? So you're gonna have the maggots, instead of them saying, "Oh, girl, I understand, baby. I understand, baby, because I've been there." Okay. Yeah, they listen. The active listening. They listen to her story. They let her tears fall. They let her vent. You know, They literally just listen. It's the time to listen and it's the time to talk. Okay? A lot of people, they so uneducated, they don't know that though. They don't know that communication is a sender and a receiver. They don't know that. They just feel like communication, you just talk. You just run your damn Peter Poppers. That's it. A lot of people, they hear what you're saying, but you know what they doing? They thinking of a response. Y'all know that's something else, okay? Honey, I'm just saying. So anyway, when they respond with that harshness, like TH over there doing, it's because it's real. It's because it's real, y'all. And to be honest, social media, it has made like a lot of this stuff worse. Facebook done made it worse. Instagram done made it worse. The news done made it worse because people, they really do. They love, they love public humiliation. I mean, I'm just saying, they love public humiliation, even though they might not even be that type of person in real life. Okay, why y'all think everybody? Girl, ain't no real people over there. Why you think everybody be in people chats and they be hiding behind a damn alphabet or a fake ass picture? Because they're really not like that. They're really not like that. They don't just walk around embarrassing people. Okay, they're not just everybody a damn bitch. You know what I'm saying? They're not like that. They're helpful. That's not the type of job that they got. Okay, that ain't what they do from 7 to 3, 9 to 5, 8 to 4. That ain't what they do. I'm just saying, right? But y'all, it's like when I say that social media done made it worse, it's because everybody wants to expose somebody. Everybody want to damn go viral. And they want to go viral off of somebody else's pain. They want to go viral off of somebody else's mistake. But then it's like you have, in this day and age, you got very few people that want to just help. You got very few people that want to, mentor somebody behind the scenes. You got very few people that want to teach. They want to be there. Okay? They want to give you their shoulder. They want to give you their ear. You got very few people that want to do that, in front of a crowd and make it known. You know what I'm saying? You just do, you know. Um, cause when you do that to me, y'all, when you do that, it requires you to be a certain type of person. When you are a helper, that requires patience. If you're a teacher, that requires patience. Daycare teacher, assistant, you working with all them damn kids. That requires patience. You a CNA. That requires patience. It also requires a good heart. You got to have a good ass heart to be a great CNA, to take care of somebody else. You have to have a certain level of patience, maturity, you know. You have to take care of another human being. You got to be a certain type of person to feed another human being. And let me tell y'all about this maggot. Let me tell y'all about this maggot. Y'all know yesterday how I was telling y'all. Y'all know yesterday how I was telling y'all how. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all know how I was um I was talking about having a good heart and stuff, and what type of person you got to be to take care of somebody else. I wanted to flip the script for a minute, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do y'all know that flat-footed maggot chain smoking ass, like for real? Do y'all know she tried to have her um people, her audience, um I think she said I was a CNA one time, as if that was gonna make me, that was supposed to, that I think that was a short. I think that was a short she had put up. And she had put my picture up or something. And I know that her intention was to belittle me. Her intention was to, like she always does, like it's just in her. Her intention was to, have everybody looking at me a certain type of way. And yes, I did report it. And yes, it was removed. Okay. But the fact that she said that, I had to literally go live and tell this whore, this child, I was about to call her something else. I had to literally go live and break that down to her. Like, baby, you must don't know how important a CNA is. Okay, you must don't know that what type of person it takes to be a CNA, which is a certified nursing assistant. Hmm. If you is in a hospital, the nurses, they go to the CNAs. If you are in a home, the nurses go to the CNAs. Hmm. The big wigs might go to a CNA and ask them about a resident or a patient. Okay, you know why? Because the CNAs know more about the damn residents than they do. Okay, I'm just saying. So I know it was her intention, right? To undermine me, to make me look a certain type of way, but I had to tell that bitch, it's levels to this, boo. I've been there. I used to be a CNA. There's nothing wrong with that. That just let's. I'm telling you, I had to tell her. Since she had this intel, I'm pretty sure that they were screen recording. Yeah, I had to tell her, baby, I sure was. I've been there. But it's called growth. It's called wanting to learn, wanting to level up. I had to let her know that, y'all. And so I had to tell her that, baby, I'm no longer a CNA, but I was. But I was. That's what makes me great at what I do. That's what literally makes me be able to say, bitch, I'm the one. You're the two or the three. Or in her case, we're gonna say the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're gonna say that. She could never say that she is the one. Mm-mm. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I just thought I'd put that out there. So anyway, like I was saying, you know, when you have people like that maggot, okay, what instead of her hmm mentoring some young woman that might be going through something, she will belittle them. She will humiliate them. And the reason why she do that, y'all, I got to say this clearly and loudly, okay? I ain't got to stick my chest out because boom, it stays stuck out. But let me say this clearly. When you have a maggot like her, right? And she is over 40 and she doing shit like that. Y'all know it's because she needs to feel superior. Hmm? See, women over 40, they got power, y'all. We ain't just got power, okay? We ain't just got that type of power. You know how the general Kevin Gates said, it's power in the P. I'm just saying, no, we have more power than that. Not just romantic power, not just beauty power, not just wisdom power, okay? Experience power. No, 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 y'all. No, no, no. We got guidance power. Two. An older woman who done learned life lessons. She done lived through certain stuff. Yeah, she should be helping these younger women. to avoid going down the same path that she already done went down. I'm just saying. Why wouldn't you want to be that type of woman? Why would you want, like I told her mom, why do you want your exit out this game? Because this is a game. Why you want your exit to be, oh, honey, girl, child, she had relapsed, honey, because, it's on her background, honey. She been arrested for prostitution, girl. And, she said, even her mama said, honey, both of them said they was on crack. And the damn stepdaddy, he was in the house, honey. And her mom claimed he was a kingpin. And, honey, this chick named Brazzy, she came through and she said, what, kingpin? How you a kingpin? And both of the women ain't but three of y'all, but both of the doggone women, they smoking crack together. And the mama, she said that the daughter was up the street selling her for JJ. Y'all, let's get it. Come on now. I had to come through like that. And I had to break that down. I had to break her mind. You telling a damn lie. You is telling a damn lie to these people. But that mindset, that's what, literally, y'all, that's what created the friend zone. That's what created the friend zone. Because her mind had a certain type of mindset. And I broke that damn mindset down. She trying now. Y'all see it every day. She trying now. She trying to have a different mindset. But some people, they already done formed a perception on you. They done already formed their opinion on you. And some people, they're not just gonna, oh yeah, welcome you with open arms now. They're just not gonna do it. Because some things, like we talked about yesterday, you can't come back from. Some things you can't come back from. But like I explained to y'all before, Mama Mittens, okay, Mama, Queen D, she is the mama, and yes, she gonna love her child. She gonna love all of her kids, right? But Queen D got the mindset now that she is at an age, right? She's at an age where, yes, she probably done turned her life over to her higher power. She done formed a better relationship, and a lot of things she might be in regret from because she's not perfect. She didn't have a perfect life. She didn't raise her children perfect, as we see every day. And now, that she's older, instead of talking about it, Queen D, she don't want it to come out. We already saw her mom. Her mom talked about Queen D back in the day when she shoot him up, banged her brother and pulled the sister-in-law ashes out on the ground. Her mom tried to put her mama out there. She literally tried to drag her own mama, right? And Queen D came back and she was trying to do the same thing. And that's how the crack, that exposure that got out there about them smoking crack together. But, the thing, the point that I'm trying to make is that when you have people like that, when you talk about a mother and a daughter, the mother, she don't want things to get out there because it might make it, hey, Steph. Steph said, hi, remember me? No, I don't. But hey, welcome in. The mother, y'all, she don't want, we talking about her mom's mama. She don't want it to get out there, the type of mother that she was, the things that went down, whether it was a revolving door or not, the men that came and they went, if it was childhood trauma, just all of that stuff, right? She don't want that to get out there. If we was to talk about that, y'all, if we was having a live on that, I literally could tell y'all, we could talk about childhood trauma. I could tell y'all, do y'all know what I'm picking up? We could talk about that and it'll make way more sense than the bullshit that y'all hear her mom talk about over there. And that is why I can say, y'all see how I make a move? When y'all hear me pop my shit and I say, look, this stop, that stop, this stop, she moved this, that, I pop my shit because it's the truth, right? But now here today, we're talking about that maggot, okay? We're talking about that maggot that smoked them Newports, all right? We're talking about her and her damaged ass mindset. We're talking about her damaged ass mindset, her damaged generations. We're talking about that. We're talking about being 40, okay? And literally sitting on your platform that you done been blessed to grow. Right? You done been blessed to grow and you using it for cyberbullying. Period. We're talking about that. We're talking about how she sit on her platform and humiliates at vibing with real time, in real time, with real time. However, how she sit over there and look, that girl is old enough to be her daughter. She the same age as her daughters. That girl's kids is the same age, around the same age as her grandchildren. We're talking about how she sit over there and talk about the struggles, talk about the misfortunes, talk about humiliates, laughs at, try to drag, because she's jealous. We'll talk about that. I'm telling y'all, she's jealous. She's jealous of that. I mean, look at the picture that she put up. Look at the picture. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's gone, y'all. It's gone now, and they got it. Okay, I'm gonna just say that. But look at that. You know, with the one where she was in the gym. And she was showing, y'all, I'm in the gym, this and that, da 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 da. That one. She look like a little boy. Oh, look at it, y'all. Look. Sounding just like Natural Check. I was like, what? What? Hold up. So with me doing this live, y'all, I want y'all to imagine for 1 second. Y'all know, if anybody ever seen the movie Time to Kill, y'all remember the part where the lawyer, Matthew Donahue, that was his name. Oh, I love that movie. Y'all remember the part where he told the jury to close their eyes? He told the jury to close their eyes and just imagine this. And he carried on with his spiel. If you remember that movie, you remember that part that I'm talking about. Now I am getting ready to recreate that part. I want y'all, if you listening or you catch the replay, however it go, imagine right now, you got a daughter. Your daughter got 2 kids with her. Them your grandbabies. Imagine for let me see how I can make this. Yeah. If it don't fit you, you ain't got to imagine nothing. But I'm just saying, y'all imagine how many young women going through what Marissa might be going through. Just close your eyes and imagine it. Just imagine it for 1 minute. Imagine them kids not feeling hot water, not really knowing what it's like to eat out, go to different parks, smile every day, all day, get different hairstyles. I'm just saying, imagine that, y'all. Imagine how many young women could avoid homelessness if they had somebody in their life that would sit down or would have sat down and taught them how credit works. Taught them about their credit score. Taught them about disputing stuff on their credit. Taught them about how leases work. Yeah. Taught them about how to budget their money. Taught them about how to avoid financial manipulation. Taught them how to recognize the red flags of these different dudes. What the one dude might say, another dude. I'm just saying to just talk them that. Okay, how to if they had somebody sit them down and really, be like, child, honey, let me tell you, they these men, they this and they that and this and that. Y'all know I done literally, child, honey. Good God Almighty, y'all. I have had so many doggone lives, honey, on different doggone topics and discussions, honey, and it's all been about what we go through as a woman. A lot of y'all, girl, you ain't do nothing but talk about Herman. That's it. Yeah. The discussions and the topics, it was about what we go through as a woman. But I was so good at it. I had the same type of discussion that I'm having now. But I was so good at it, y'all. I used my mascot to show y'all, to give y'all a visual point. Just like you would do if you was a college student. If you had a presentation, okay, you had a presentation in front of the class. All right, just say you in public speaking. Yeah, I got to use that because, when I was in college, honey, I made a straight A across the board in public speaking. Boom. When it was time to get our final grade, I thought outside the box. And I chose a classmate because he was from Jamaica. Let me use you. I used him as my point of vision for my presentation. I had my little index cards and all of that. But I had him too. And what we did was we went to a Jamaican restaurant. Honey, we got some of their oxtails and, one of them little specials. Went back to the school. It was crazy because I told him to put on the red, green, and the yellow. Yeah. And that's how I, got that straight A for the entire semester. Like I rocked it. I banged it. Okay. But it's the same thing, y'all. It's the same thing that I'm talking right now. If these women would have had somebody, if they would have had somebody to teach them about meal preparation, teach them about how to keep, stuff organized in their house, how to make a folder, for important documents, they kids' birth certificates and social security cards and stuff like that. How to maybe properly clean up, how to make it a open bed. You know what I'm saying? What if their mother was a nurse? What if she was a CNA? Right? What if she knew how to make an open bed? What if she knew how to make a closed bed with somebody in it? See, a lot of y'all, no shade, no tea, no shade to y'all CNAs out there, but a lot of y'all don't even know what an open bed is. A lot of y'all don't know what a closed bed. A lot of y'all don't know what a decubitus ulcer is and the stages thereof. Let's talk about it. I'm just saying. So if you want to, when you have a platform and you want to educate people, mm-hmm, this is how you do it, boo. When you have a platform and you want to talk, get up on the mic and make your talk. Make that shit make sense. Yeah, make it make sense, boo. Make it make sense. That's why I can pop my shit and talk the shit that I do about her. That's right. That's why I can do that. That's why I can say, yeah, give it time. Give it time. You two, they're going to boot your ass up out of here. Because you a disgrace. You making this sector look bad. You making YouTube look bad for it to be family oriented and everything. Oh, they gonna get you out of here. Watch. Your same people that's in your chat gonna turn on you and you ain't even gonna know it. They gonna do it behind your back, bitch. They gonna report you. They gonna report you as a user. Not only the videos that you upload. Oh yeah, watch. Watch it happen. They did the same thing to Big A. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's how the universe operates, y'all. But y'all, if those young women would have had people to do that, to teach them that, you know what I'm saying, they'd be better off. Some of them, their confidence would be better. Some of them could pop their shit better. Some of them could walk instead of looking down when they walk. No, some of them could sit and they just literally sit with they back straight, they spine straight, because they mama done taught them, don't you slouch as a little girl. And when a little girl, when she can sit with her back straight instead of slouching, that's a sign of confidence. Now, a grown woman, I'm going to tell y'all, okay, this is a bonus right here. A grown woman, a sign of low confidence, a sign of low self-esteem is when her feet are always turned in. When she turns her fucking feet in, y'all, like a pyramid. When the toes touch, that's a sign right there. I'm just saying. Okay, check it out. I know body language. Okay, I know body language. So anyway, y'all, I want to say this: when you have a person, a maggot, like TH, sit up and laugh at those things and not tell people that really and truly those things is why these young females is going through what they're going through, because they didn't have it. Those things is why, you know, some young women is out here surviving and not living. Because, a lot of younger women, they truly never, ever learned that stuff, y'all. They didn't have anybody. It's movies out there. It's countless movies. I can run them down to you right now. It's countless movies, y'all. Especially when we say they didn't learn them. Shit, if they grew up in unstable homes. See, some people, like TH, they will underestimate what children absorb. Okay? And I feel, thank y'all for the emojis. I feel kind of crazy, right? I feel kind of crazy because it makes me shake my head. It made me shake my head. It really do. For her to sit up, for this mofo to sit up and say, I'm a granny. I'm a granny that do McDonald's at home. What? But you also that same granny that will sit there and talk about kids that's your grandchildren's age. Somebody make it make sense for me. This contradictory. Ooh. I'm just saying, y'all, if bills are always chaotic, Children gonna grow up without financial structure. If nobody don't ever get in that kitchen and cook, I'm talking about cook. I don't mean just cook. I mean cook. They gonna grow up relying on fast food and eating convenient meals, right? They'll never know about vegetables and things that matter as a child. Yeah, damn. You hear people talking about it all the time. I'm just saying, right? But if some of these households, nobody ever cleaned up consistently. Damn, that I mean, and when I say cleaned up consistently, you know what consistent means? That means every day, consistent. You know what I'm saying? Showing up, consistent. You know, if you dating somebody, you consistent. Somebody text you, you text right back with them. You know, you consistent. You're consistent. When the patterns change, y'all, come on, consistent. Y'all know what consistent means, right? But if nobody ever cleaned consistently, they want to clean up what every other day or or when something just gets because stuff in the house didn't have a place. Everything in the house didn't have a place, right? You know, some of us, y'all, let's just keep it real. Some of us, you know, that's your room. That's your room. You the one got to live in it, right? But you know, as a mother, it will get on our damn nerves, and we'll go in there, honey. You ain't clean. All right, let me clean it, and I bet not see this room get back like this no more. I'm guilty of it because I'm a mother, right? But if you have relationships in some of them households and the relationships was toxic, a bunch of arguing all the time, and that's all them kids seen, that's all they heard, them kids will grow up and they'll confuse chaos with love. They'll think that's why some of these relationships that you see, that's why they end up somebody is damaged. Some of them end up with somebody being unalived. Some of them end up with the children being taken away. You know, the children is now in the state's care. You know, a lot of these relationships, you know, they end up the wrong way. And it's because of how the children grew up in the house. Now, bitch, why the fuck would you sit on your platform and doggone talk and laugh about this? It's people like you. That's why our society is the way it is now. People like you. I'm just saying. That don't mean the things that I just talked about with the households. Y'all, that doesn't mean that they're going to they're just automatically hopeless. No. Know what that means? Now they grown. That's the way they live. Growing up, that's the stuff that they seen, you know, and now they're a grown person. It just means that maybe they need a little bit of guidance. Maybe they need somebody, you know, to hold their hand with some things. That's all it means. That's okay. That's all it means. That's okay. Like, damn, that's not earth shattering. That's not a Maury moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what is wrong with some of y'all people? I'm just saying, because everybody, they not like Flatfoot. I'm just saying. That's all it means, though. You know, to piggyback off of that, there is there's a huge difference between correcting somebody and humiliating somebody. You know, when you humiliate somebody, you would say like, child, you ain't gonna never be better. Just look. You know what I'm saying? When you mentor somebody, ooh, baby, you can do better. And let me show you how. Let me show you how. Okay, so boom, da 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 da. Then you run it down. You're mentoring somebody, and some people that like to learn, I mean, you presenting it right. You know what I'm saying? Just everything they can open up to you. The rapport became great. Like period. It's like a sponge. Your words. Somebody can soak up your words like a sponge. That difference, y'all, changes lives. It changes lives. Y'all, I think that some older women, like that maggot, they compete with these younger women without even realizing it. Okay? I'm just saying, without even realizing it, y'all. And especially when they haven't fully healed. Y'all, we just talked about TH. TH's son was taken up out of here. Okay? TH has not. She just said it. I know I need help. Yeah, you need a lot of help. You need a straight jacket. You need some pills, yeah, to stabilize the moods. Yeah, you need another doggone dosage of pills, that will make you want to get up, get out here and do something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that could help you to process those feelings. Maybe that will give you some life back. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you need to stop that smoking or something. Okay, drink some what since you talk about McDonald's, they got the not frappes, because I love them, the strawberry what you call them damn things, damn what you call them, because I drink them, I love them, the strawberry banana. I think they fruit smoothies, I think they smoothies, but I get them. Okay, maybe she need that. Okay, because it seems like something is going on that she's not telling y'all about. But we all have faced we've all faced, thank y'all for the hundreds. That lets me know that it's some people out there that understand. Trust me. I mean, y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. I'm gonna tell you now, this is like this is besides the point a little bit. But let me just tell y'all something. Okay. Now I just had to remove somebody. Okay, that is because she probably life over for her too. Okay, life over for her too. So she come in and she say something. Nobody seen your comment, so you wasted your time. Okay, but you're literally the type of person that I'm talking about. Okay, you're the type of person that I'm talking about, baby, and it's getting up under your skin because it's real. Now I do want to say this. Let me tell you something. See, what a lot of people, what y'all think is that ain't nobody hearing me. They are. They do not have to come in the chat to hear me. All they have to do is literally hover over the video. That's it. Especially if you're on a laptop. You hover over video and it'll play. You do not have to click on the video anymore. Okay? So let's put that truth out there. While you sit up and, she be talking, hollering, and ain't nobody listening. Girl, that's what the fuck you think. That's what the hell you think. Because why I come walking out the woods with my hands in my pocket and started hitting your numbers. That's what really made you mad, bitch. But you just ain't telling the truth. Anyway, y'all, let's get back to the commentary. Okay? Like I said, you maggot. You maggot. Mentor some people. You old fart. Mentor these women that's going through something. Girl, let me tell y'all how I'm going to do. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm fit to do for a little bit. I'm finna show her how to run her channel right quick before they boot you up out of here. I'm gonna show you how to make some real changes. I'm fit to break Marissa vibing with real time. I'm fit to talk about her videos that she dropping, and I'm gonna make those videos make sense, y'all. I'm gonna make her make sense. Since this whole she got all this to say, I'm fit to make it make sense. Watch, I'm finna make it make sense, and I know you're gonna be in the bushes because you in the bushes now. You in the bushes now and you're listening. It ain't no secret. You in the bushes right now and you're listening. So I'm going to do just that, right? I bet you she won't report me like she did you. I bet you that. I'm just saying, every move that she make, y'all, every move that she make, I'm going to be right behind her, backdooring her, and I'm going to make it make sense. So you go ahead. Follow the Atlanta, Philadelphia, the Chicago boroughs. Follow who the fuck you want to follow. I'm going to follow them too. I'm going to be right behind you, and I'm going to make it make sense. Boop. There it is. Boop. There it is. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all, let me stop. Let me get back into the commentary, baby. Okay? So, like I was saying, y'all, I think that maggot over there, that's slithering maggot, honey, when you go out there and flip over your trash can, ooh, you see all them bugs. Yeah, she's one of them. I'm just saying, she's one of them. But what she's not telling y'all is that she hasn't fully healed. She ain't fully healed. A lot of us has experienced losing a loved one. Okay, I shared some of my own trauma with y'all, or with anyone who was listening. And it's been a while ago. It's been a long time ago. But I have been a victim too. I have been a victim of losing a child myself. So I can talk about that. because I did not from the beginning process the grief. Okay, the grief was so scrambled and it was everywhere. The stages of that grief. Okay, I had to y'all like for real, for real. The stages of that grief. They was not. What's the word? They wasn't in like a order. Okay, for lack of a better word, they wasn't in order. The stages of that grief that I went through when I lost my child. Okay, and when we talk about it, when we talk about that, the reason why it hit home for me is because not only did she lose a child, her child was on this earth, right? But her mothering, what she's not telling y'all is that her mothering, the chaos, whatever happened behind the uploads, whatever happened, whatever type of lifestyle she is living, and it's got to be bad because you're ashamed to show it. Okay? Whatever lifestyle that she was living when she raised her son, the streets took him up out of here. Now, if you was a mother of that caliber, what your son doing in the streets? Let's talk about it. What your son doing in the streets? I'm just saying. It's a lot of women who hey, I'm just saying. But it's people who done lost their child to the street and they didn't even raise them that way. But them people is not on a platform humiliating somebody who is less fortunate, or somebody who might be going through struggles and something. Those people, they're not humiliating them. They're not doing that, but you are. So therefore, we have to put you in the category of the people who has lost the son, and it was because of what was going on in your life. Period. Point blank. See what I'm saying? We always have two buckets. You in that bucket, and those women, the real women, is in that bucket. These women, they done lost the son, and they went through their grief or didn't, and then went through their grief later on. But now they able to tell somebody else about it. Bitch, you can't tell nobody nothing. You know why? Because you still haven't processed that grief. Not the proper way. You haven't processed that grief. And that grief might have been a point of karma for you. Now, you're not telling people that. Because, let me tell y'all, allegedly, y'all, a lot of y'all wasn't there. But allegedly, the son was in the streets, and it allegedly, the grapevine said that the son, it was a drug deal. The grapevine says that the son was part of a gang. The grapevine said a lot of stuff about this woman that y'all is supporting. This woman, I'm just saying, and that was years ago. Now, am I lying? Am I lying, TH? Am I lying about that? Mighty funny, you can set up and you can play Herman's videos from the rooter to the tutor. Mighty funny, you can talk about Marissa and her kids from the rooter to the tutor, but mighty funny, you won't address them questions that I dropped for you yesterday. I see you didn't drop that. I see you didn't answer them questions. You had time, because your live didn't start to 5:30? So you had time, just like right now. It's 10:27. You're going to have plenty time. What she say? I'm going to be front and center. Yeah, I'm going to be front and center. I'm going to have a little drink. And probably some weed too. What? Huh? Look at there. Wow. Y'all get me? Y'all do y'all get the things that I'm saying? Do y'all get it? I'm on your arse. I'm on your arse. Yes. Except for I'm going to be on it with my steel toe. Not just with a Tim like I was on OA's esophagus. Now I'm going to be on yours with a steel toe boot. Watch. I'm going to make it make sense, baby. I'm going to make it make sense, honey. So you better tell your interns, or whoever the hell, you better tell them, get some good pens, some notebooks. Yeah, strap up, because here she come. You better tell them. Y'all got y'all Vaseline. Y'all got some Vaseline, because I got mine, and mine got a little cocoa butter in it. I'm ready, baby. I'm just saying. Y'all, so like I was saying, y'all, when we talk about mentorship, okay, I'm about to show y'all how us as real older women, how we can do it, and how we can do it good. I'm about to show y'all. I mean, Brazil don't know everything. I might not even hit everything, but I guarantee you some of y'all out there, y'all can, you put your insight, You can offer some pointers and this and that. That's what it's for. That's what engaging. That's what a chat. That's what dropping your thoughts, your comments. That's what all that is for. Okay. You know how they say, one person can't change the world. But guess what? Sometimes it takes a village to raise a child. A lot of y'all, while they sitting over there and they was want to pick at her ebook, they want to go back and forth about people not buying it. Well, at least she tried. It's a lot of doggone clothing fashion designers. It's a lot of companies that they flopped when they started. But guess what? They did it again. And that second time they thrived. They did it the second time. They had already learned where they went wrong the first time. And on the second time, that's when they got everything right. So I mean, girl, you are so lackluster in every sense of the word. You need to get it together, girl. You need to get it together. You do. Girl, you need to get it together, honey. I'm just saying, y'all. But when we say the older women, okay, the ones that sit up like her and they, want to talk about younger women that's really going through it, okay? When we talk about older women like that and the ones who haven't healed, yeah, some of those older women, y'all, instead of them seeing the younger women as daughters, as nieces, as future leaders, they see them as threats. See, TH, y'all, she see Marissa as a threat. She see her as a threat. And you know why? Because she's threatened by her attention. She's threatened by her confidence. She's threatened by her relevance. Okay, I don't care if she didn't have but 2-3 views. I don't care. It's still relevant because you make your uploads talking about her for 9 hours. Bitch, that says that you are intimidated. You are threatened. Okay, you talk about her body. So that lets me know that you are threatened by her ability to go to somebody's gym. That lets me know, right? That lets me, you sitting up instead of seeing her. You said you got daughters. I know good and well for you to be a granny, then your daughter's got to be around her age, huh? You got any sisters? Well, you got homegirls. Your homegirls got daughters, so that make their daughters your god nieces. I'm just saying, right? You is intimidated by vibing with real time, saying that she wants to be a millionaire. That lets me know that you intimidated by her manifestation, by her could potentially become a future leader or one of her offspring. That lets me know that you are mad because your life is a wrap. It lets me know right there. I don't have to say nothing else. It lets me know that you are intimidated by that girl. You are mad. You are mad back because as an older woman, you ain't dropping nothing for not just vibing time, baby. You could use vibing time as what you're talking about on that discussion. Like I'm doing today, I'm using you. I'm using you. But I'm telling everybody else how to be a real person and how to literally put your little slice in there. Put your little 2 cents in there. Everybody can't save the world, but you can contribute to it. You can contribute to change somewhere and feel good about it. The only thing that maggot TH is worried about any change, contributions, is when you damn contribute to the laptop, y'all. It's hit the cash out. Hit the cash out. Cause we need a new laptop. That's the only contribution she worried about. I promise y'all, I'm just saying, right? But just know this. She's intimidated. She intimidated, honey. She intimidated by that girl's doggone hair, that girl's body. What? You even intimidated by the love that she getting from her babies. I'm just saying, because a healed woman, a woman that ain't intimidated. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. She's not going to compete with a struggling young lady with children. A healed woman that's older, she's going to teach. A healed woman that's older and not intimidated, she's going to guide. And she's going to drop words of wisdom. She's going to say things that Melissa, whatever her name, that her Her mind, the friend zone, blend zone, Keisha, April. Let me see. Who else in this damn chat with some women names? Dakota, Casey, whoever. She's going to drop some type of message or something that they can resonate to, they can relate to. They know somebody, their sister, cousin, whatever, might be going through something that she's talking about. Now, that's a woman who really, is not competing. That's a healed woman. That's how a healed woman operates, especially when they got a platform, right? That's making money, okay, off of their words, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But when we talk about guidance, guidance, that don't necessarily mean that you enabling bad decisions. No. God, you helping. You saying, baby, listen. This choice that you making, baby, maybe it's hurting you, baby. Not only you, but you gotta think about your kids. And whatever, however you frame the conversation, okay? But you're not destroying their dignity. You're not destroying their dignity. See, that matters for a person right there. Because so what if she in one hotel room and now she homeless and some man seen and he ain't say nothing to all the, girl, you doing all of that. So fucking what? She making the wrong decisions on some things. Who said that she was fucking perfect? Bitch, you wasn't perfect. Your damn daughters that wasn't perfect either. Cause from the looks of it and the shit that you saying, some of this shit damn pertain to you. You didn't raise your own damn children to be damn perfect. Huh? I'm just saying. Am I right or am I wrong? I know I'm right. I know I'm right. And I know I'm right. You too emotionally invested. You is too emotionally invested and there ain't no positive words. Okay? There ain't nothing coming out your mouth that somebody can use. If you got somebody out there, they desperate for housing. They desperate for stability. They desperate for money. They desperate for a job. They desperate for love. Some people out there desperate for real fucking love, y'all. Some people out there is desperate for protection, man. Protection. You got some kids that's done ran away, y'all. That's done ran away from their home, right? Because it was a predator in the home. Mama messing with a dude that is a predator. This man be looking at me. This man done tried me. And for real, you got kids, right? That they done ran away from that because the streets is giving them more love than what they was getting there. Mama didn't believe them. She might have cooked for them every day. She might have gave them a roof over their head every day. But guess what? All that other stuff, it was effing with them emotionally. It was tearing them down inside. They was doggone literally getting R8. Okay, I'm just saying. They was getting SA. That was making them feel a certain kind of way. And then when they brought it up to the mama, what they got to hear from her? How you think that make a child feel? And then that child, just say that child end up running away. Now that child is in New York and she living on the streets and she done got addicted now. Because the people that she around, they her friends. They showing her more love than what she was getting at home. And guess what? To survive, now she got to turn into a prostitute. Now she's selling a little JJ. Because she getting that $40, $50. I'm just saying. And now from sitting around her peers that's showing her love and stuff, she done literally hit, let me get a little bit of that. Now she done hit the fentanyl. Now she's shooting up. Heroin. Now she's shooting up. I'm just saying, y'all on YouTube, utilize your search bar because it's on here. Stories just like the one I'm telling y'all. It's on here. I'm just saying. You got a whole man over here on YouTube. He dedicates his channel because he was a former private investigator. And he dedicates it to finding these runaways. Yeah. He gets them off the street and reunites them with their mama. That's right. Because the mama ain't seen them in so long. I'm just saying, y'all. But you have this fat, funky ass sitting over there and she's 40 plus years old. Huh? Everything that young girl is going through, she already done been through it. Plus the children that's in that young girl's life, she got grandchildren that's in hers. I'm just saying. Put two and two together, y'all. That shit is heartbreaking. That shit is heart fucking breaking. That's a shame in itself. YouTube at YouTube boy honey. They need to hit that delete button and hit that shit hard. They need to hit it hard. But everything happens in due time. Everything happens right when it's supposed to happen. Right when it's supposed to happen, y'all. She got people thinking a certain way about her, and it's not. It ain't that way at all. Okay? She's sitting up over there, want to pick at that girl. That is crazy in itself. And then when the girl done struck her, and then Bradley start talking about it. Oh, now she want to jump back on the A train. She want to jump back on the A train. She done literally went and played a video. Played a video. That's so old, girl. I bet. And now then, y'all, I heard she talking about. Y'all know I don't never say his name. I could if I wanted to. I could if I wanted to. But I say Daji Razi, Azusha, whatever. That's how you sprinkle a little bit of humor in what you're talking about. You balance it out. You balance it out. Since you hoes want to listen to me, let me drop some real tips on y'all. You balance it out. Y'all heard that man, and that she gonna try to call her name wrong. I said, wow. You just like Herman. Sit over there and watch the Friends on and how the fuck I do it. I don't care what platform I'm on. Y'all watching your pocket pussy, pocket watching asses. Y'all watching. Skill my French, y'all. Skill my French, but it's a shame that they do. The things that they do. And then I'll watch her. Who I'll watch it? Bitch, yes you do. Yes you do. You and Herman. Y'all kill me. We talked about it yesterday. These fake ass personas y'all putting on instead of just being a real doggone woman. Why is y'all? Why? Why? What? Why? Break it down. Let me lend y'all that. Break it down for us. Just break it down for us. Do a live where you can just break down who you are. Break down who you are and why you do your uploads that you do. Here again, I promise y'all, pinky promise y'all, you will not hear it. Just like y'all won't hear an answer to them questions that I dropped when Beefy came in there yesterday. Just y'all will not. Y'all ain't gonna hear that either. Y'all hold on. Let me get this though. Hold on. But thank y'all. I thought somebody was at the door, but they weren't. But if we was to talk, y'all, if we was to talk about these old ass dang on lying ass damn women up on these platforms, if we was to talk about how they're humiliating and mocking a person's struggles, a person's kids, a person's bad decisions, if we was to talk about that, it's a reason for that. You know, some of these young women, some of these young women that's out here and they dealing with this stuff, y'all. They dealing with the homelessness, the bad situations, the living from room to room, hotel to hotel. Y'all, it's because of the things that I just talked to y'all about. Nobody taught them. Nobody taught them how to clean. Nobody taught them how different routines, how to avoid wasting money. Nobody taught them how to cook. Nobody taught them about red flags to look for, right? And so when they go through stuff and they struggle online, they struggle publicly, right? They whether they talking to people on their lives or whatever the case may be. That's a part of therapy for them. That's like something that they're going through in their mind. Because they need somebody to talk to. They need somebody, you can tell that they are releasing some type of stress. And that's why they go live with this stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, even her mind. Her mind is literally, she in the bed, her mind, y'all. Yes, she done been addicted to drugs. Yes, she done been homeless. Yes, she done been squatting. Yes, she done been doggone jumping from man to man. She dealt with prostitution, all of that. But at the same time, she was literally suppressing some of that pain. And she was coming live because she didn't have nobody in her circle. She done said it for years. The family didn't mess with her. The family didn't mess with mama because it's generational. What was passed down to mama. Mama didn't know how to pass it down to her mom. Her mom, literally, God skipped over her. Okay, with some things he didn't grant her. He didn't grant her because she's just like a mama. She's just like a mama. But she came and I told y'all, I was like, y'all, do not get it messed up. Yes, her mind do behind closed doors. Yes, she is crying out. Yes, she is as she's questioning the Lord because of what she's going through. But she comes live and with that smile and that, like everything is all cool and stuff. But that's a way, y'all. She's covering that mess up. I told y'all that. She's covering it up because she wants y'all to believe that it's this way instead of that way. And so you got people like flat feet over there, flat, wide, dirty heels. She'll mock them on her platform. Okay. But let's talk about why. Why you got flat-footed, older women like her critiquing people. Turn them down. Know why? Because mentorship, it literally interrupts generational cycles. It shows generational cycles. If you start to talk about things that I'm talking about, it'll show. It'll show. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't get passionate when they talk about something like this? I mean, her mind is the epitome of a bad generational cycle. Period. Point blank. And that's been she been my mascot. Yes, we talked about her because literally everything she was putting up, damn, here you go. It right there. It correlated with what the message that Bradley was saying. So why not damn talk about it? Why not? I mean, good God. I done said that I don't know how many times, right? But I'm telling y'all, one conversation, it can literally change somebody's future. One conversation, one compliment, one hug. It has been so many times that I done told y'all. I told y'all about the time that I was at the pharmacy and I was picking up a friend girl's. I was picking up mine, but I was also picking up a friend girl's, her prescription. Her medicine had been down there for a while. And so I told y'all about me and the white guy. We was kicking it and stuff. And we was, I'm team iPhone. We was going over the iPhone and stuff. And we was looking at it. So he showed me these pods that he had. He was like, but we just had a conversation about some AirPods. So anyway, I looked up and I seen this girl, young girl. She was like in her 30s. Okay. And I could tell that when she got up, she was on a cane. You could tell that she was freshly out of some type of accident. I don't know if it was a car accident or what type of accident it was, but she was limping. She was on a cane. You could tell that she was going to be like that for a while. She was going to be like that, but it was affecting her self-esteem because she went to straightening up her clothes and looking down at herself. And, it's just the way she looked at her own self, y'all. And I'm way across the room and I was talking to the guy, he's sitting beside me. And I was like, girl, honey, you still got it. You still look good, boo. You still look good, honey. And I like that hair. Y'all, she smiled and smiled so radiant. And she was like, thank you, girl. This and that, da, da, da. She smiled so radiant. But I knew, with me telling y'all, that one conversation can change somebody's life. That right there, that compliment that I gave her and told her about her clothes and it'll be okay. And girl, you still got it, cane or not. It changed how she was feeling for that day. Okay, and that's what I'm literally trying to tell y'all. Okay, how saying something can impact somebody's day. Period. Right? So when you have an older woman that's disciplining, planning, and and she is who she is. That places stabilization. That stabilizes a whole family line. That's impact, y'all. That's impact. Period, point blank. That is impact. And honestly, to me, I think that more younger women, they out here starving for guidance more than people realize. More than people realize. People go through our day, we do things out of our day, but this stuff hits. This stuff is happening for real. I keep telling y'all, yeah, you can utilize your search bar for what you want to utilize it for, but please don't think that things is not out of control out here, because they are. Don't think that um, you know, it ain't no young women going through all kind of bad stuff, because it is. They are. They are. Everybody's story is different. Like I told y'all in the beginning of this live, everybody's story is different. Okay, a lot of things happen behind closed doors that people don't even realize, right? Until it's too late. Until it's too late. Period. But when we talk about real guidance, you got to be patient. Okay, real guidance, you have to be patient, and be patient enough to tell a person, okay, girl, let me teach you this, let me teach you that, honey. Girl, look at this, watch this. It's just how you talk to people. Okay, it's how you talk to people for you to become personable, for you to become teachable. You know how the maggot. TH tried to say that Cheryl Grabowski was unteachable. Bitch, you're literally talking about she was unlearnable. Well, you unteachable. How about that? If she was unlearnable, it's probably because you unteachable. Like you couldn't teach me about the editing years ago when I asked. And you know why? Because I didn't know, but you was intimidated about me and my ability to drop my opinion, make it make sense, and I was loud on top of it in your platform. I'm just saying. Okay? I didn't know it then, but I know now. You was intimidated and jealous then, bitch, and you know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying. Anyway, y'all. So when we talk about balance, y'all, I just want y'all to know that balance, it does matter. It does matter, okay? I feel that older women, they should not be gatekeepers to wisdom. That's just what I feel. There should be bridges, okay? A younger woman, they shouldn't feel ashamed to ask for tips. They shouldn't, feel ashamed to ask somebody for learning, you know. Um, because everybody got to start somewhere. Okay. And I think what maggot, what red shoes is over there doing, it will keep it'll keep it'll keep a person from asking for help. hmm Because it'll make a person scared to ask for help. It'll make a person scared to ask for tips. It'll just make a person they won't want to open up. They won't want to keep it real. They will, y'all. It's just something that you just have to know as a person. Okay. Um, like I said, everybody has to start somewhere. Okay. If some people, they were simply given better choices, better guidance, better wisdom, better tips early on, they wouldn't be going through half the shit that they going through now. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Okay. We need less humiliation and more mentorship, especially when it comes to women. Especially when it comes to women. Okay. Period, point blank. There's no way around it. We need less projection and more community. Okay? I'm just saying. Because surviving, y'all, when a person goes into survival mode, that shit is exhausting. That shit is so exhausting that you never, ever, ever know who is depressed and who's not. That's how exhausting it is. Okay? I'm just saying. And too many women, they out here struggling, but they pretending that everything is okay. And for years, y'all literally have heard me say it. We've been talking about her mom and the shit that she been showing. We done been talking about it for years, and I done showed y'all just that her mom been silently struggling while pretending that everything was okay. When her mind got with Rex, she pretended that, yes, all the boys looking at her, that wasn't true. And I showed y'all it wasn't true. The only reason she kept Rex around, the only reason that she doggone little was buying him all that stuff is because he was the only one in her circle. He was the only one. She didn't have nobody else to call. She didn't. That's why we done seen her on live. We done saw her have meltdowns, throw the phone, yell at the phone. I want my money back. This and that. Da da da. We done seen it all because he was the only one coming around. Yes, he was using her. She knew it. I caught on a live and she was in the dark. Yeah, he ain't got to do nothing. I'm going to do it all. That's right, because she didn't have nobody else. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it is like that, y'all. I'm telling y'all, okay? So, y'all, I want to say this. Friend zoners, okay? You is family now. You family now, honey. I already know when I end this live, it's going to be somebody that's been subscribed to the page, okay? So I do want to give y'all a hearty thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate it for all the new subscribers because the number's been going up, okay? They ain't been going down. Thank y'all so much. If you are joining the family, okay? You is now a friend zoner. You a cousin. You ain't know. You is my cousin, okay? So I want to say, if this conversation, if it was real, if it touched your heart in any way, if you know somebody that might be going through some of what we talked about, any of that, okay, share the video out with them, share the channel out with them, tell them, girl, just listen to her right quick, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Check out the description box that is literally, okay, located on this video after we leave or before you click in and listen. Check out the description box because I dropped my my landing page link, my Beacons landing page link is there. All of everything, other ways for you to get in contact. Thank y'all for the hearts going up. I appreciate it. All the ways for you to connect with me. It's right there. Okay. Right there. Subscribe to that. Join the emailing list, all of that, so you can get updates, so you can get the behind the scenes content. Y'all know I'm not big on that. Members only. I ain't big on that. I ain't big on that. I ain't big on that. But honey, that might be coming to my coach and let me know. Okay. If you don't have a TikTok account, make sure that you download that app and look for me over there, okay? Because I will be dropping tips on how to make money online, whatever platform it is, okay? I'll be dropping tips. So y'all just keep up with your girl. Keep up with your girl because I literally, at Vibing with Real Time, shout out to her, okay? I too am manifesting, okay? I'm manifesting blessings for me and the zone. With all that being said, y'all, okay? Y'all know that I'm up out of here. Like I said, subscribe because the conversations that we have, they real. Girl, they real. We're going to be talking about healing, mentoring, mentorship, women supporting each other. We're going to break down generational cycles, emotional growth. Yeah, girl. We'll go into relationships. And overall, we'll just talk about building better futures for our upcoming generation. Okay? And if you believe that older women should mentor younger women instead of picking at them, making people laugh at them, pointing out, their flaws and stuff, if you believe all of that, drop your thoughts in the comment. Okay? And if you know a younger woman that's silently struggling right now, share this message with her. I encourage you to share this message with her. At least that's your contribution, okay? That is your contribution to making this world better for all. Well, at least this sector. I'm just saying. But we all, y'all, for real, we all need guidance. Them people that's going through it, they need guidance too. Okay? Welcome to the Family Friend Zone. I love you. I'm going to see y'all on the next upload. Bye.